Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me here tonight. Welcome to another craft night with friends. All right, tonight we are going to work on our little floral, our summer blooms embroideries. These are available for pre-order right now. I am actually stitching what will be on the cover. So I'm stitching for the cover photography right now. This is the first time I'm stitching through these designs. I do need some help on a couple of them as far as colors and stitches, so I'm hoping you guys can help me out with that. But that is the plan tonight. I want to finish my zinnias one right here, and we'll see how far we can get on another one. So, all right, you guys, let's get going. Thanks so much for joining me here. If you're new, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroideries for beginners, and I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's the time that we can relax and craft together. So, all right, let's get going. All right, hello. So let's get right down to it. So here is my mandala love from last night. So that turned out super nice. It's all nice and dry. I folded it up. It's on a little tea towel. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I suppose use it as a tea towel, but it's just too pretty right now. So I might just put it away and bring it out during I don't know, Valentine's Day or something. Or when I feel like I need a little zhuzh for the kitchen here. But there we go. So, all right. So let's see where we're at with these flower embroideries. So as far as the process, I have made line art for them, and I've colored the line art. So here's my little guide for myself. I've kind of put, what colors I think I'm going to do. This lily is where I'm a little confused, and I think here I'm not quite sure what stitch I want to use for these stems yet. So I do have a few question marks going on with these things. So over the next few nights, I'm hoping I can get some help with that. But tonight I would like to finish the zinnias here. I've already finished the gladiolas. So here we are, the little gladiolas. So these are our little 4-inch hoops. I'm really excited about doing these small embroideries like this. So this is the gladiolas. Let's get going on the zinnias here, I think. Oh, and then I also have coral bells. These are basically all of the flowers growing at my mom's. So she has some poppies as well, and lilies. She has a bunch of bright colored lilies, but I think I'm going to try and make this more like an Easter lily, a white colored lily, but it's on white fabric. So that's the question. Do I do white on white, or do I do like a light gray on white? I will do a couple tries, a couple different color tests on this lily. So that's kind of my biggest question mark here. But all right, but first of all, I want to finish the zinnias, and we will work on doing that. So all right, I have my like little notes to myself here. So garden rose is the flowers right here. So I'm not done with that yet. So I'll probably start there. It looks like I just need maybe one more strand of thread, and then I'm using Euro Peach color for this. Oh, and I guess I didn't stitch any of the stems or leaves yet. So I think I'm going to do all that back stitch, just because, to get more precise with the lines on these leaves. I think I'm going to use backstitch. But right now I'm worried about the pink here, the garden rose. Here's my mess of colors that I've used so far on the gladiolas and this. So it looks like I do have a pink available, which is great. Oh, and it's extra long. Okay, that reminds me, I'm also stitching this with 2 strands of floss, not 3 like we did yesterday. Yay, Joe! Thank you so much. Joe said she ordered all the flowers today. Thanks so much. So yes, so I have these on pre-order right now. The moment I get these done, I'll take photos of them right away, and I'll have them available to ship right away. So whoever orders during the pre-order, they're gonna get theirs first for sure. And we also have a special, there's 5 of these, right? We have a special if you get all 5. 5, you get 20% off that bundle, which is basically getting 1 for free. So for the price of 4, you're getting 5 basically. All right, so I'm doing the loop method for starting this. So this is with 2 strands of floss. So what I've done is take one really long strand and I've brought the 2 ends together here, and the ends are what I'm going to thread. There we go. And so on the other end, I will have just like the fold, right? So what I'm going to do is, since I have stitches on here already, let's see, I'll go from this top around, I guess. So I'm going to just put my thread through stitches that already exist. So just like right underneath, I'm going right underneath those stitches there. And I'm just going to pull through. And when I get to the point where I just have this tiny little loop on here, I'm going to stick my needle in that loop. There we go. I'm going to pull the needle through. And that loop is just going to tighten around the backs of those stitches that already exist. So that is how I'm starting the floss. I'm not tying a knot. I'm not weaving in the ends. I am just looping around threads that are already there. And look how clean and simple that is. Ugh, I love it. All right. Now we're going to be doing a pile of single chain stitches to finish this guy up. So I'm making that kind of loop with my thread here. Hold on, I'm going to move the camera a little bit here. I think this will help a hair. Okay. There we go, much better. All right, so I'm going to go back in the same hole. I do like holding this thread taut so it doesn't try and pull itself back through. And there we go. Okay, let's get that little stitch on the back. The anchor stitch. I think I'm going to try doing the sewing method. So I'm going to keep moving around. I'm going to still keep this kind of loop going, but I'm going to go in and out in the same motion to the top of that arc. Cool! Yay, I'm excited for this. This is, are you open to other colors for the lilies? Potentially, Kimberly. I'm just not, that's the biggest question mark, the lilies. I know we have, like my uncle has a whole pile of lilies that are all like tons of different colors. I'm just trying to think like what would be best for like the kit. I don't know. I didn't even realize that lily, I mean, we have like tiger lilies, which are bright orange. But I'm not sure if those are as common as just like normal little Easter lilies. I don't know. So I'm a little torn on that. These other ones, I have a few stitch things on like some, like on the stems. I did use a stem stitch for the gladiolas, and I did kind of like that. So I'm kind of thinking I might do the stem stitch for the coral bells, but that I'm not quite sure on either. So we'll see. This is kind of the stage where I figure all that out. I make the line art. I draw it all out on paper first. Actually, lately I've been doing it on... Actually, this one I did start with a little mini sketch in my notepad. And then I bring it onto the iPad where I draw a little bit more on it. I get more detailed on it. These particular ones I brought into Illustrator on the computer so I could get like the really nice lines, the really clean lines. And then that's also where I colored it. And that's where I kind of try and work through colors and stitches and that sort of thing. But I never really know for sure how it's going to work until I do kind of the first stitching, which is what I'm doing now. And that kind of ends up, if it works out, it'll end up being what I use for the cover photo. Otherwise, I'll make adjustments and I'll go back to the line art and change that all up. But that's sort of the process here, and then I make it into the pattern and everything else. Oh, I forgot the thread conditioner. I'll do thread conditioner for the next round, next piece of thread. So these are also, I think I talked about this a little bit. Oh, you like tiger lily? Yeah, so it does, I like the idea of the tiger lily too, but I kind of drew it, like the one reason why I'm kind of like, should I turn it into a tiger lily or not, is because I think, like here's the picture of it. Hi, spoons. All right, I don't think it's drawn quite like a tiger lily. Like I think a tiger lily, the leaves are a bit different and stuff, so I don't know, maybe this one I'm questioning completely. Like maybe I should change it to more of a tiger lily. I think they have more upright leaves. I'm gonna have to look at it again, but I don't know. So that's the question mark. Do I want to change it to a tiger lily or just leave it a different lily? Like I was saying, my uncle has those what look like Easter lilies, but they're just super bright different colors, so that's an option. But I don't know if people would not know that because I didn't really know that. How did I decide what size to make them? Well, I knew I wanted to make them in this cute little 4-inch size, so I kind of going everywhere willy-nilly with these loops, but that's okay. So I knew I wanted like these cute little 4-inch ones. So the hoops I basically have available are the 8-inch and the 4-inch. So those are kind of the two sizes that I go for. And I thought, you know what, this would be really sweet as like just itty bitty, cute little quick flowers. They are quite detailed though, I think a little bit here yet. The stitches are minimal, like there's not tons of stitches in each, like maybe 2 or 3 different stitches. But they are quite dense, so that's why I'm just using the 2 strands to make it less. Yep, I do. These are all my own designs, like guide drawings. Nope, these are all my drawings, basically. Like I have it drawn out on a little piece of paper. I think I finally just actually got rid of that little notepad, the little piece of note that I drew, like just like the basic squiggle. Thanks, Christine. A basic squiggle of an idea, basically on that paper, and then I actually took a photograph of those on my iPad. So the iPad has like the more worked out drawing. All right, I'm gonna weave in the ends here, and then with these ones in particular, I worked a lot of it out in Illustrator because, for example, like all these little single chain stitches that I've done with this, that's easier for me to sketch out in Illustrator. But usually I'm on the iPad for quite a while. That's kind of new to me. I'm still learning that, but I'm on that for a while, and then I do the final, like where it's the really smooth, really like clean looking line art that I'm doing in either the Illustrator app on the iPad, but I always end up on the actual Illustrator, the Adobe Illustrator. That's a computer program. I always end up on the computer to get like the final clean line art, and that's where I do the colors and that sort of thing too. But like I said, the real test is stitching it out here. But yeah, so I have all these designs online. These are available for pre-order already. I feel like we'll figure them out here, so I'm confident that I can have them on pre-order for an actual kit. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. So these are the zinnias. This is that Euro Peach color. I think that's going to be fun. These zinnias are just so bright and fun. I have like this little yellow. Did I do that already? Yep. Okay, so I have the little yellow on the inside. Except for the yellow one, I have a little bit of green. So I looked at, my mom's zinnias and then some photos online of zinnias just to like see what the colors are. Some zinnias go from like one color to another. Like, I could start with like this orange and then go to the pink. So that would be really fun if any of you guys are gonna stitch this. Like try going like a gradient, like an ombre of colors. That would be fun. So I originally had it colored like that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just make it a little cleaner, a little simpler. So I did it all solid colors. All right, so I'm gonna get a double length of thread again because I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm going to get like almost like 48 inches because I usually get about 24. So this is my usual length. I'm going to just fold it in half because I'm only stitching with 2 strands, and I'm doing that by folding one strand and like one super long strand in half. So, oops, I'm getting myself a knot here. A loopy knot. Okay. So I'm doubling it up now. That looks good. Boop. Okay, and let's just get the one long strand. So I'm booping the ends just to separate the 6 strands a little bit, and once I can isolate one, I'm just gonna pull. Ooh, I got a little kind of funny twist going on there. I think I might snip that off. Okay, got that one out. Yeah, this floss just has a little funny bit to it. I think I'm going to just snip it right below that, and we'll just use this. All right, so I'm going to fold it in half. I'll use a thread conditioner this time. I forgot about that with the last floss. So I'm folding it in half again. Let's do this one. Do you have a drawing of the one with the deer in it too? Oh, are you talking about this fox one? Oh, yes. If you're talking about this, he does kind of look deer-like. Yep, so this is available till the end of August. So this is our August embroidery of the month. Yeah, so I was thinking of doing some more lavender for these little guys. So I don't know. I might have to add on to this series and do like a little poof of lavender, a little like mini. They kind of grow in like little clumps, right? A little clump of lavender would be kind of fun. I figure this is almost a series that I could keep adding to, like just have like a whole big fun series of these summer flowers. Okay, yeah, I just have, let's see. Oh yeah, the poppies was the other one. Coral bells. I know maybe coral bells aren't so as common, but I always just love them. My mom has them, and I just like them. And then poppies, I think those are just really interesting. And then, yeah, then I have that lily, which are kind of blooming now. Okay, so I threaded the side that has the 2 ends. So on the other side is that folded side again. So this is the loop method. So I don't really have, well, okay. I think I'll loop it around these stitches that I already have here again. So I'm just going to go behind a couple of those stitches. All right, and I'm going to pull till I have that loop on the end, and I'm just going to stick my needle right in there. Zoop. And pull it through, and we're just going to tighten that up, and that's all we have to do. Freaking magic. Oh, Kimberly says the zinnias are great, nice shape, like the petal shape. Oh, awesome! Yeah, these lazy daisy or these little single chain stitches are working like awesome for it, I think. All right, where did I end up? Okay, on the left side there. So I will start with this fella right here. I can kind of start wherever. I can go inside and work my way out, or I can just start at the one next to me, just wherever my needle wants to go. I'm kind of not going to the one like right next to me because then there's like hardly any, like 2 threads of fabric in between those two, and that kind of scares me as far as, I don't want those to get torn out or something. So I'm going a little bit, I'm choosing one that doesn't start like immediately where I just ended the stitch before. Ooh, I love this color. This is still one of my favorite colors. This is the Euro Peach color. It's really kind of like a peachy orange, a pinky orange. Oh, Gretchen says this could work as a chrysanthemum too. I was thinking it almost would work as a dahlia as well. Maybe with some tweaks. I don't know what all the different leaves look like for all those. But they are just all just pretty big poofy flowers, which is pretty fun. Yeah, and I like having the pink with the orange next to each other. I think that's kind of fun. Oh, no problem, Avery. Yep, it's a little fox. Oh, and we haven't seen him since my parents left, but we did see them. We did see it when my parents were here last weekend. Little Raspberry, the fox. We've named the fox Raspberry because he was sleeping under the raspberries. Oh, you didn't have any. You didn't have any orange zinnias. Yeah, so zinnias are kind of the newest one of this grouping for me, but um, my mom has them planted. We actually went to um, a local park a couple of years ago, and we stole, I suppose, a bunch of seeds from zinnias that were growing all over the park. We just like sniped some seeds from some of the zinnias. So her zinnias are contraband zinnias. Actually, I think she bought some more since then. But they were just so pretty, and we're seeding. So I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago we snuck a couple of those. Ooh, marigolds. Yeah, marigold. This would totally work as a marigold too. You just put like really big, fun leaves on that. Ooh, now I kind of want to do a marigold. That'd be fun. Marigolds are super leafy, so we could do like a pile of leaves, but ooh, like a bunch of the marigolds would be like, ooh, we could do like this tiger. Here's tiger lily right here. I have a color for tiger lily already. Even if I do it for an Easter lily, but we could do like I'm making up another one now. The marigolds, because I'm excited about the colors. But we could do like the tiger lily and the bumblebee colors for the marigolds with like some big leafy greens all around. That would be fun. I'm just having a fun time working on these. I do like this size. So just the 4-inch size. So the actual size of the embroidery is like just shy of. Oops, lost my or I pulled the needle out of the floss here. It's just shy of like 3 inches high. So it's like 2 3/4 inches high, about, and like 2 inches wide. So they are small, but that makes them like really sweet. I think they'd actually be. I don't know. I kind of want to. I have that jean jacket. One of these stitched on there would be kind of fun. John got me a little like jean jacket / work shirt sort of thing. It's almost like an oversized, thick men's jean shirt that they're kind of like selling as a women's jean jacket a little bit, but he got it for me for my birthday for the specific reason of like, oh, I should put embroideries all over it. So one of these days, maybe I'll have to break that out and we'll stitch an embroidery on it. Oh, that'd be a really fun like super long like marathon live or something, like where we do the whole thing. It'd take about maybe, well, it depends what we stitch, I suppose. I was thinking, oh, it'll take me like 5 hours or something, but I suppose that's just if we did a big embroidery. But that would be fun to do live. I'm kind of afraid to start stitching on it. It's kind of like how I used to feel like, and still feel with pretty fabric. Like sometimes it's just like I don't want to hurt the fabric. It's just too pretty as it is. I kind of feel like that with the jean shirt so far. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so daffodils. Yeah, this would work for a daffodil. Oh, it'd be fun to do a daffodil like at the different, like where it's white and poofy too. I don't know what a jonquil is. I'm gonna have to look that up, Amy. Is that like a poofy little flower too? All right. I'm almost out of floss. This one pretty far, this floss. I think I can get one more after this one. Then I'll weave in the end and we'll grab another single strand of floss that will fold in half. Oh my gosh, you guys, it rained. We had to pick up a U-Haul today. Which we did today, thank goodness, because we were able to get a U-Haul. I think I was talking about this yesterday, wasn't I? Oh, just the user experience. Well, John managed to find a different, I mean, we just got a smaller truck, so we were able to find a smaller truck that if the person didn't pick up by today, that we would be able to get today. So it's a smaller truck, but we were able to get it, and it was only like 15 minutes away instead of 75 miles away that we would have to drive to get this U-Haul. Like, what? Drive 75 miles to get the U-Haul and then 75 miles back? So that's what our plan was for tomorrow, but we actually managed to get this slightly smaller one. I mean, it's kind of significantly smaller, so we're going to bring less, but we were able to get that just close to home. But it, like, flash flood freaking downpoured on the way there. And it was kind of scary. We should have maybe just pulled over. We had our blinkers on the whole time, and so did everyone else. And, you know, I don't know. We could see the white line on the road yet, and we were just, like, 5 minutes away. So we managed to get there. But, wow, was that a downpour. And it's the fair too, and we got a warning on our phone, like meant for the people at the fair to take cover, and it showed all the like places to take cover at the fair, and I'm just like, oh my god, what a nightmare. And then at the same time I was thinking, that is exactly fair weather. That happens every freaking single year at the fair. It's just, we've been in one of those torrential rains at the fair before. It's just like, it's like when you wash the windows, you know it's going to rain because you've washed the windows. What are those things called? What things? The floss, or I'm not sure what I was just doing. Let me know, and I'll like describe it a little bit more. I'm sorry, Avery, and I'll for sure tell you. All right, so I'm putting the two strands together again. Let's do the thread conditioner again because it just smells good. So I'm still testing. I mean, they're tested at this point, but I'm still using my brother's thread conditioner that smells amazing. I'm hoping that we can get this in the shop soon because I think you guys will love these smells. We're basically making scented embroideries. I love calling it that. Someone on TikTok called them like scented embroideries when we were talking about the thread conditioner last week, and I freaking love that. It's literally, we are making scented embroideries. It's actually protecting the thread, strengthening the thread a little bit from all the friction of going through the fabric. But the best part is that there's yummy scents in it. All right. Okay, I guess we left off there. Let's just keep going there. So I'm going through the back of some of these loops again, and we're going to grab our loop on the other side and pull through. And there we are. What are we moving? Oh, why moving the warehouse? So we're moving from our big honking warehouse because we just don't need it anymore. We needed it for a big for the loading dock, and we don't need to do it. The thing that I'm putting the thread in, the thread conditioner. So this is a thread conditioner. So it's basically beeswax. This one in particular is 100% beeswax, like organic, food grade beeswax, and it just has like some, or cosmetic, not food grade beeswax, cosmetic grade beeswax, and then like just like organic scents and stuff in it too. So it's just like those two ingredients, and they smell amazing. So it's just like I said, just literally beeswax. It's protecting. It's called a thread conditioner. So it protects the thread a little bit. It gives it a coating for sure, but it kind of holds the threads together. Theoretically, it helps prevent knots. I just like using it because it smells amazing. You don't need it, so you 100% don't need it. It's just like a fun thing of yum. And my brother is starting a candle company, and he saw me using a different thread conditioner, and he's like, oh, well, we can make those. So he made me a bunch of samples, and so I'm playing with them now. And they're really yummy. So I'm excited to like work with him to finish up the designs and stuff, and hopefully we can have them in the shop soon. Yeah, so we're just moving from our warehouse because we don't need the loading dock anymore, and we don't need that sort of storage space anymore. And it's like $1 zillion for a warehouse like that, so we are just basically downsizing. So some of it, we have the U-Haul, we're bringing some of it to John's parents' house to store, like some boxes and stuff, so when we need more boxes, we'll pick them up from there. So that they've been very nice in letting us do that. So that's what the U-Haul is for. We're doing our final kind of move out this weekend and cleaning up on Monday, and so that's that. So we're in a bit of a transition here, figuring that out, but hopefully we'll at some point be moving back to like a little warehouse thing. John and I would actually love to build our own little like warehouse / mini house together. That would be amazing, like a art studio basically. So we'll see if anything like that happens, but for now we're back at the house here. Oh, Gretchen said that she really needs the thread conditioner when she hands quilts. I'm hoping we can get some out. Ooh, I feel like whenever I look away I get a little knot. I'm reading comments and pulling thread. It's just not paying attention. So this is a really common knot for embroidery, and it just happens because your thread looped around itself basically. So the easiest way to get rid of them is to, you see, so here's the loop. The easiest thing to do is put the needle in the loop and pull on one or the other thread. So one thread, like this one, the knot's not moving. I'm actually making it tighter, so I don't want that. So I'm going to stop pulling on that, and I'm going to pull on the other one. And this one pulls the knot right up to the needle, and when the knot is all the way against the needle like that, then I can pull the needle out and just pull it the rest of the way, and it comes out usually pretty easily. So sometimes it'll loop around a few times, and you got a couple little loopy things there. But that's why I'm also trying to hold my thread away from, like my thread that's coming out of the fabric, holding it away from the thread that's attached to the needle, because then there's less of a chance for it to loop around each other and get those stupid loopy knots. All right, I'm going to jump back down here because I didn't get these bottom ones. Yeah, so all these little single chain stitches I made all like just slightly different sizes. So with all of these, with all of these embroideries, these floral embroideries, I made them a little kind of organic feeling. So nothing's perfectly exactly the same size. Um, all of these, like for example, all these lazy daisy or single chain stitches are slightly different sizes. You know, I didn't like mirror image any of these. Basically, they're all their own little individual shape, which is basically how flowers are. So I thought that fit. Oh, I do. I have scissors all over the place. Here's I actually as I was cleaning. So as I was cleaning, I found a whole pile of stork scissors. Maybe I'll throw a couple of these in the shop, but I don't have them in the shop anymore. But some are on their way. So I did order. So I think I'm just waiting for them. They're made now. I think we just got notification that they're complete. Um, we got some manufactured, so that now they just need to ship. But we got a bunch of stork scissors, and I think they're actually going to be a bit bigger than these. They're going to be well, we got these as well. So these are the scissors I've been using lately. They're just so fun. I love, like, it has the tiny snips and the long handle. I just think they're so freaking fun. So we got the stork scissors, but they're actually going to be the same size. So the storks are going to actually be a hair bigger. They're going to be 4.5 inches instead of the four, I guess 4.25 inches or 4 inches that they are here. So it's going to be they're going to be a hair bigger. And so we got a bunch of stork scissors. We got these sort of fun scissors. And we also got a few of the not hemostats. Wait, is that what they're called? Yeah, the hemostats. Let's see, do I have those nearby? Yeah, so we are also getting some of these guys as well. These are great for, they're like little clamps, so these are great for pulling fabric corners and just anywhere you need to grab anything. So it's super locked in and tight. These are great. And all of them are going to have, we're doing them all colors from our floss. So they're going to be all sorts of like fun floss colors. And then it's going to be this kind of glossy, flat color without any sparkles or anything in. So all of them are going to be this kind of painted look. But I'm so excited! So they're finally on their way. So it's going to be a little while yet for them to get here, but they're here. So, yep, no more in this shop of the storks. Although I do have like these couple. I think I have these couple because they're probably rejects. So there's something maybe a little off or wrong with them. Oh man, I've got another one of these stupid knots. Oh, this one I can't get rid of. Oh no! I'm gonna have to pick at this one a little bit. Getting more knots than usual, which is a bummer. Although I'm looking up more than usual and not paying attention. I think that's my big problem. Ugh, I might just have to cut this, which would be annoying. I just think I pulled it a little too tight. But yeah, so those, I guess we'll have a little bit better knowledge of when those will come in a few days, I guess. But yeah, I'll take a look at these scissors again and see maybe why they're rejected, and maybe I'll have like we'll see if any of them are spared. So this is a double loop, so it's looped around once, and now ugh. I might just not bother with trying to get this out. I think I could sit with it, but it's night and my eyes don't want to look that much at it. I'm just gonna I'm just going to start fresh, and I threaded through my needle again to, man, I just need to pay attention, I suppose. I gotta cut the needle out too. Sheesh, it's gonna be one of those nights. Oh, what's the white cloth? So this is a white muslin. So it's just a white woven cotton fabric. So any like fabric store will probably have some sort of muslin. So it's just a white muslin. I'm trying to get my knot through the French knot, or through the lazy daisy stitch. Jeez. I guess it's been a day. I'm working through just these silly stitches. All right, I'm going to just cut that knot out. I'm going to bring this to the back and say, screw it. Let's just start fresh. Okay, so which one was before that? I don't know where that one's coming out. Here we go. All right, so this is a very small piece of thread we have here, but I think I can still weave it in. I think we might just be able to weave it in twice. So if it's too short to weave in, you can actually put the eye of the needle through first and then pull it through, and I might be able to do that again to get my third pass. Alrighty. There we go. Let's just start fresh. I suppose it is sort of that time, and we had a long day, so we actually packed up that U-Haul too when we got it. We went to the warehouse and packed that all up today too. And then we got back with enough time for me to do my nails again and have some food. So that might be catching up to me. That might be why it's a bit knotty. I'm getting knots today. All right. I'm still going to use a thread conditioner, though, because it smells yummy. Ooh, this is that pine-scented one, the Alpine. I think that's my favorite. Okay, let's try this again. Thread that needle, using that pinch method still. Oh, I was gonna bring a needle threader here. I'll have to like remember that and bring one up tomorrow, and we'll use the needle threader. If you guys were curious about that. All right, going through the loop. Not even the loop, basically the fold where I folded my floss, and there we go. Back at it. Those are some crazy knots. Haven't done that in a little while. Ugh. Man, I'm wondering if it's because I'm folding the floss and the grain of the floss is going in opposite directions. I don't know. I think I'm just having a night. Some nights it's just not as good as others. Let's get back into it. So we probably won't completely finish this tonight. I mean, all these lazy daisy stitches they do, or the single chain stitches, they do take some time. So we'll work on this tomorrow. I mean, I think we'll definitely be able to finish this one. And tomorrow's Friday already, which is crazy, but we'll work on this on Monday and Tuesday as well. And then it'll be September. And it's actually still a free week, so we'll keep going on this if we're not done on Monday and Tuesday, which I suspect after work on this tonight that we won't be, unless I work on it a little bit during the day. But we got 3 to do here yet. But we do have a free week all next week because usually the first week of the month we'll work on the granny square quilt, but this first week is like a halvesy week. It's half August and half September, so we're not going to have the first full week until the week after. So then we'll work on the granny square quilt again. We're kind of just on the back of that. I think we just have to make the back of it big enough. I'll have to get it out, and I think we did make a project tracker sheet for that, so we'll have to see where we're at with that. Ooh, you know what? I think I remember looking at that a couple days ago. I think we've cut up all the pieces, and we're going to sew them back together to make it more patchworky. Like we've cut them, like our big weird patchwork that we made, we cut it into squares. So it would be maybe in more organized, crazy patchwork. I think we'll be sewing all those squares together. Then I think it's big enough for a back. Ooh, and I think we might be going to my parents' house for Labor Day. Oh, that would come before I finish this, though. I was thinking, we could layer the quilt when we're there. Ooh, we might have to, if we have some time, maybe we'll work on that next week. So, because it would be awesome if I could layer that quilt while I'm at my parents' house, because then we can start quilting it already. I'm going to have to make that a goal, I think. Because there I can lay, we have like just small, we don't have a floor space basically to lay the quilt out, or table space really, so, or wall space. We've none of those spaces big enough for layering a quilt, so I always like doing that at my parents' house, and we're just about there with the granny square quilt, but I think we're just shy of being there. So if we get these embroideries done, maybe we can get closer to that. Far enough that I can bring it with me. We're getting there with these guys, though. I can see then we're in that last little quadrant here. And then all that's left is the green. There's a green for the center up here, and then the stems and leaves yet. I'd love to see what you guys choose for colors for these once they're released. Because like I said, zinnias, I mean, they come in so many colors, and a lot of times they like meld from one color to another color within the same flower, and it's just so cool. It would be fun stitching this with like a zillion different colors. But I try to keep it a little simple here. Simple is sometimes nice too. Ugh, I'm gonna be close to having enough thread, but I think I'm gonna be shy by like a tiny hair, so we'll see. These single chain stitches, lazy daisy stitches, they use up the floss, that's for sure. Like 6 more to go, it looks like. So I think we'll get the green started tonight. I think we'll have enough time to get green started. Maybe we'll do up in this flower and the stem here, and then see where we're at. Pick it up again tomorrow. Sometimes it's nice to leave or to end when you're right in the middle of something, then you know right where to start up and you don't have to think about it. Oh gosh, I hope I have enough floss. That'd be amazing. Thread chicken time. Ooh, a deep purple would be pretty. I totally agree. Ooh. I mean, I'm only assuming zinnias come in that color. They seem to come in every color. They're just so fun. All right, 2 more. I think we're gonna make it. Oh yeah. Last stitch on this zinnia here. I do like this color. All right. There we are. It's looking pretty. Do I ever get bored doing this for a long time? Not usually, because usually I'm, well, really now, usually I'm just here with you guys live, so I get to chit-chat the whole time, but if I'm doing embroidery or something else on my own, I'm usually watching TV or something, or listening, I don't know, to a podcast or something. I don't listen to too many podcasts, but like watching TV, or the nice thing about it is I don't really get bored. I just sort of like zen out, so it's just like relaxing for my brain. I just, work on the stitches, and you can just chill. The only time I get really frustrated, I suppose, with embroidery is when I needed to get it done at a certain point. Like if I'm under the gun and I just need it and I'm stitching it and it's taking a long time, then that's annoying. But that's, I suppose I deserve that for trying to stitch something under the gun. I'd rather just relax and chill out and put some music on. And so nope, I don't usually get bored. Usually just start watching TV. All right, I'm doubling up this green. I think I did lime peel. Yeah, so this is the right green. I think this is gonna look pretty with all this. It seems like a thing that one would get bored of, though, because it's this, you're just doing the same stitching over and over again. But that's actually what makes it so relaxing. It's just instead of getting bored, you get just calm, I guess. So I love that. That's like the best feeling when you're crafting and just like the world goes away and you can just chill out for a sec. So I get that feeling versus being bored. Is the white fabric big enough for a 6-inch block in the quilt? It should be. So I believe that this fabric is 6 inches. I think that's what we say. Yeah, I think it's just 6 inches. So, all right, so it wouldn't work, I guess, for a 6-inch block because you need that extra ½ inch all the way around. But it would work, I guess, for like a 5.5-inch block. You could put a tiny little border on. Ooh, which would be so cute with these. Ooh, like a tiny little border, like that one that we did with the Splendid Sampler where it was an embroidery and we added like that thin little border. That'd be really cute with this. So yeah, it's 6-inch squares, so not quite enough for a 6-inch block because you need that extra to sew it in. Oh yeah, charm square. So that would end up being, well, charm squares, that's like 5.5 inches, right? So it could be trimmed to that. I might be wrong on that. I get confused on those sizes sometimes. All those different fun fabric sizes. let's get this green started. We have a few more minutes here. Maybe we can finish the little inside there is going to be the green, plus the rest of it. So I think I did it so each of these have four different colors in the design. All right, let's grab some threads that are already there. I'm going underneath those threads and then going through my loop. There we are. Okay, so we just have a pile of little straight stitches for the center here. That's kind of, they're going outward from the center on these two, but these ones are all going in a vertical manner, which kind of makes it look like the flower is going more upwards, like it's pointing upwards a little bit more than these, which are pointing towards us. So these little straight stitches should help us give that illusion. I think right here. This green is pretty. So I did see there were some yellow zinnias that had this little bit of green on the inside, so I thought that would work for both the inside and the stem. Yeah, so I'll finish these little guys up, and we might be able to get like this little part of the stem done too. But I think we'll get the rest of the leaves tomorrow. So, man, I really thought I could finish this up today, but we will have one more day at it. And I think we'll definitely start another one too. I mean, absolutely, we'll start another one. Pending something really going wrong, we'll be able to start another one and probably get it really close to being finished too. This one, we had all those single chain stitches. When is the next live? So I am live every weeknight. I'm kind of new doing it live on TikTok, but I'm intending to stay on TikTok live as well. So I'm live every weeknight, so Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So I'm in the Minneapolis area here, so that's Central. So did I say 8 p.m.? 8:30 p.m. So, and I'm here for about an hour. So 8:30 to 9:30. So tomorrow, Friday at 8:30 Central, I will be back on here. We'll for sure finish up this fellow. Oh, I almost cut this. Oh, what am I doing? I wove in the end there, like I'm finishing up a section, but in reality, I want to jump down here. And actually, I might weave into the backs of these stitches to get down there, just so I don't have a giant leap. Now I'm close to the hoop, though. So, whoops, I did not need to weave in the ends there. I forgot that we're using this green down here, too. All right, we got 1 minute. We can stitch 2 little back stitches here. Starting the stem. I think we'll just stick to the back stitch for the stem. The coral bells, though, so I'm going to be stitching these coral bells. These stems, I'm tempted to do the stem stitch. And that's what I did here. These are all stem stitches, although I wanted these leaves to kind of feel a little fatter, because I think gladiolas have kind of these broader, pointy leaves than the coral bells. So I don't know, maybe I want a thin stitch for those stems yet. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. Ooh, 5 of these would make a nice table runner. Yeah, that'd be really cute. And I think we'll have, I guess we don't have them yet. No, never mind. I'm going to stick with the kits for now. So, all right, I am going to just come up for my first stitch, and we are going to leave it in the middle of a stitch, which is kind of making me cringe a little bit. I hate leaving in the middle of having this much floss, or leaving the middle of a floss bit, but we have a lot left here, so we'll start that up tomorrow. But man, even this little tiny hint of green in here I think is making it look really, really sweet. This particular green looks really pretty with these 3 colors, so this is gonna be fun. So we'll finish up the zinnias tomorrow. So that means we'll have our zinnias, we'll have our gladiolus, and then we have, let's see, the coral bells, the poppies. So I think I have the poppies pretty much figured out. It's still the lily. The lily is the big question mark. I'm not sure the color of the lily. I might actually stitch petals in a bunch of different colors just so we can see what different colors look like and we can kind of cover them up and see which one we like the most. I don't know. It might be that sort of situation with this. So maybe we'll even do that one next. I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to think about that one a little bit. But yeah, so we'll have to pick which one that we want to do start tomorrow, because we'll definitely be at that point. So all right, you guys. All right, so we'll definitely be finishing this zinnia tomorrow, and then yeah. So we'll have to do a vote when we're live here tomorrow on which one I should work on next. Yeah, we'll test out some colors on the lily, or it'd be great to get any of those other ones done as well. So that is the plan. So, all right, you guys, thank you again for joining me. Reminder, it is getting close to the end of the month, so our little fox embroidery will be available till the end of the month, which is Tuesday. So Tuesday, 10 p.m. is when we'll be switching it over. And then I have pre-order for all these little patterns, and like I said, if you get all 5 of these kits, it's basically you get 1 off, so it's 20% off, which ends up being you get 5 for 4 basically. So that's a little bit of a deal, and that's on pre-order, and right when we get these done I'll be sending it out. So probably early, hopefully the first week in September we'll have these ready to ship, because I'm hoping we'll be done with all of these by then. So these stitching the other 3. So all right, you guys, thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Have a great night. Good night.